Hello and welcome back to Qlik Finance course. In that video, we add all dimensions to our P&L app and also create all the measures we will need for that report. Let's go to the P&L app, load editor, and to the text section of dimensions. So we load all the dimensions. First we load calendar accumulated. Then we add dimensions calendar ordinary. Next we will do the dimensions department. The same we will do with the organization, and the same we do with scenario. Okay, let's save the app and load the data. Then let's check what we have tables, how they are connected. It looks like all the tables was connected properly. And go back to our visualization. Here we can add in our Qlik app, Qlik table, we add scenario. Let's go back to Open Master, then to Tables, and Tables let's select Scenario. Let's add Scenario. Let's save, and let's add Scenario to our columns using drag and drop. So here actually we have actual and budget, and when we don't aggregate the data by scenario, it's multiplied to each other. So it's a problem, and we have some incorrect calculations. To solve that, we need to add separate measures by the scenario. So we need to have actual measure and budget measure. To do that, we can use set analysis. So let's go to measures, and what we can do, we actually can copy that amount, paste it, and add the same logic, but with the same, the main difference will be only set analysis with the scenario. And it's not the best way to do that, because when we have more than 5 scenarios, you should add and copy the same logic, and if you want to change something, you should do that in these all measures. So it's not very good for system approach. We should keep our logic always in one place. So let's do that through the variable. Let's copy that expression of our measure, go to variables, and let's I create variable before, so let's create a new one, and we call it VPNL expression amount. Let's name the definition, change the definition, and here we just use the $sign to put our set analysis. So here we have $sign for amount, and we add $sign here, $sign 1. We copy and paste, it's everywhere. Okay, so here we have $sign, and we put that $sign everywhere in set analysis. Let's apply and create the variable, and let's go back to amount. So here we change the name to VPNL expression amount, and here we add scenario name, so that expression will be added to the variable, and here we add actual, and we also add the $sign. Let's apply, save, and let's update the app. After update, we should see only actual. So it's perfect. We have here the percent because we use total row number. So next, what we can do is make that amount as master items, just to reuse that measures later when we want to add compare measure. In measures, let's create a new one. Let's call it actual and put here their expression. Let's call it actual. So for label expression, let's add equal and quote. Let's apply and do the same. Let's copy, let's duplicate and do the same with the budget. So it's call it budget, budget, and we add here the name is budget, and also change the name here. Okay, let's save the file, and for measure let's also open master, and here we have actual and budget. Let's add it, save, and here we can add actual and budget data, and we can delete scenario now and don't use that. So here actually we have our two scenarios, and now they are separated, and we can use that drag and drop to put the scenario which we need to use. Next, let's add the compare expression, which will compare actual and budget with percent. So let's add a measure, and let's actual, delete to budget, and add -1. Let's apply, and let's add some intervals. So if it's less than 0, let's add the red color, and if it's more than 0, let's make it green as default and add some icons. Let's save and add our budget and add our expression. Okay, so let's make the green color a little bit darker, like that, and let's add the formatting to %. Okay, let's update the measure. Okay, so it looks nice. Next, we want to add year to date. So for example, we can here in our dimensions, let's add the calendar data. Let's go to the dimensions, open master, and in tables let's select the calendar. We use year, months, year, and for example the quarter. Let's add the data, and let's select the year, months, and add to the columns. So as you can see, we have our data by the months as it's in pivot table. So then we can actually there do some selection. Let's select in our data in year, months, let's select 2011 10. So sometimes we need to compare our months to the year to date. For that, we can create year to date expression. What we can do is go to edit sheet, go to our measures, and create new measure. So we can use set analysis to master. For that, we need to add all the fields that we should log to selection. So the date, months, quarter, year, year, week. So actually it's all the fields which we'll have in calendar. Okay, so it's year, months, and year, months, and year, months, year to date will be equal $, and it's max year, months. So let's make it in double quote. And as you can see, we have here some and here we should add actual. Yep. So let's apply and call it actual year to date. Let's save, and let's add our actual year to date. Let's delete budget and actual budget by double click and add here actual year to date. Then let's, as you can see, we added here the actual year to date everywhere. We can delete year, months by double click and see that we have actual year to date, which is the start of the year till there to 2011-10. Next, we can add also the year to date for the budget. Here we use will be use the same logic, only we change it there. Instead of actual, we use their budget. For that, let's copy that. Statement. Let's copy and put it in the variable. We call it VPL year to date set. In definition, let's just copy all the data and let's apply and create that. That's done. And here, instead of these fields, we can put our variable. So it will be PNL. No, it's v year to date set, and let's put in $. So as you can see, we have a correct expression for our measure. Let's copy that, and let's also add the same, but for the budget. So we can copy that, and in add measure, instead of actual, just add budget. So let's call it budget year to date. Okay, let's do it again. Budget year to date. Let's copy from here. Yep, and let's rename it here again. Budget year to date. So it looks perfect. Let's save, and here we can actually compare year to date, budget year to date, and compare months which we were selected, and it looks very nice. So in next video we'll finish our styling to make our PNL looks perfect. See you.